Breaking on 4 News now, a former Pasco police officer on trial for a decades-old murder. Why a missing condom could play a major role.
Keep those ice scrapers handy. We have more freezing fog tonight. Plus, I'm tracking snow on the way. What you need to know about our upcoming Weather Alert Day.
And Mayor-elect Lisa Brown is preparing to take office, how she plans on improving safety across the city of Spokane. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. We begin with some breaking news from Post Falls tonight. Several vehicles have crashed along Highway 53 near McGuire Road. A train may be delaying the cleanup process right now, and traffic is backed up. No word on what caused the crash, but if someone you know takes this route home, you may want to tell them to get off of McGuire and take Burlington Road around Highway 53 instead. Also breaking tonight, the second trial of a former Pasco police officer charged with the murder of a Spokane woman 37 years ago is officially underway. Richard Aguirre is being retried for first-degree murder. Originally, Aguirre was tried in 2021, but there was a mistrial when the jury couldn't reach a verdict. Late last month, he waived his right to a jury. Aguirre is accused of killing this woman, Ruby Doss, in 1986. Doss was a former sex worker, and her body was found in a vacant lot in East Spokane, an area that was known for prostitution. Marissa Rio was at the trial today and shares what both the defense and the prosecution had to say.
Today, both the prosecution and defense gave their opening statements. Both cases heavily rely on evidence collected at the crime scene. The issue has to do with the used condom that was found. While the prosecution says this links Aguirre to the murder, the defense says there are issues with it. During the prosecution's opening statement, the attorney mentioned the condom found at the crime scene.
And you're going to hear that upon getting that match and upon further investigation by law enforcement, the match of the DNA profile was determined to be Richard J. Aguirre.
The defense says the condom was mishandled. Life Code, who tested the DNA, only saved extracts. The bag that had the condom was returned to Spokane in 1988 with the words consumed on it. Over the years, that bag disappeared. After that, only the extracts could be tested. The defense argues there were other issues as well.
If Ms. Doss's DNA hadn't been on the condom when tested by Bodie Lab in 2002, the only way Ms. Doss's DNA could have appeared on that condom bag was through cross-contamination.
The defense called on 3 witnesses. The most prominent witness was Detective Breen. He was the lead investigator on the case. He and other investigators found Doss's clothes and the used condom at a manure pit near where Doss's body was found.
The fact that it looked like Ruby Doss's could be Ruby Doss's clothes, and it appeared as if an effort to hide them had been made because they're stuffed into the manure pile.
The defense later showed photos of that same area. Aguirre's attorney showed a photo of what she believed to be other condoms nearby. Detective Breen was confident that there weren't any other condoms in the area. Trial is set to resume tomorrow morning. We'll keep you updated with any new information as soon as it becomes available on air or on our website at KXLY.com. Reporting live from Spokane Superior Court, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
All right, Marissa, thank you. You want to wake up a little early tomorrow to scrape off some of that ice because we have some more freezing fog coming tonight. Chris, that's not the only winter weather that you've been keeping an eye on for us.
No, we have slick roads the next couple of mornings. First freezing fog tomorrow, and then we have a weather alert day for Friday for snow coming in Thursday night into Friday and right on into Saturday morning. Snow and slick roads for the valleys and the mountains. And boy, the mountain accumulation are going to be impressive. I'll get into that later in the broadcast. Let's talk about the snow you can expect when you wake up Friday morning. Here we go, Thursday night into Friday morning's commute. We'll stop this at 8 a.m. Not a lot of snow, but boy, on top of roads that are already slick from freezing fog and frost, we are going to have a tricky Friday morning commute. Then we will add to these snowfalls through the afternoon on Friday. So you'll be looking at even more on the way home. Here's Friday at 5. Coeur d'Alene picking up more snow than Spokane. And again, the mountain areas and the passes even more. So here's what we are tracking right now in the weather office, because the snow continues beyond Friday evening. But we do have that light snow for both commute times. That is our weather alert day. But the weather continues through Saturday. Some morning snow, heavier morning snow, and dangerous passes. Measuring the snow in feet over Snoqualmie Pass, over a foot of snow possible over Lookout. On Sunday, we start warming up in the valleys, doing some melting, and we have rain on the way next week. I'll take you through hour by hour what to expect where you live coming up in just a few minutes, Derek.
All right, and with winter weather already here, it's important to take it slow on the roads and be on the lookout for ice. Firefighters say ice caused this car to go off an embankment on the South Hill late yesterday afternoon near 9th and Stevens. Rescue crews had to hoist that man up from the wreckage using a special stretcher. Thankfully, the driver only suffered minor injuries. Around the same time, the Department of Transportation says there were at least 5 crashes on I-90 between Liberty Lake and Spokane. So here are some tips from defensivedriving.org to lower your chances of crashing this winter. Brake slowly, especially if you're skidding. Slamming on the brakes can cause you to spin out. Instead, gently pump the brakes so your car can come to a slow and deliberate stop. Give the car in front of you plenty of space. Remember, other people may be like you. They're not familiar with the weather and may also have problems when it comes to speeding up and slowing down. And finally, give yourself more time to get to wherever it is you need to go. For more tips, you can look for this story on our website, KXLY.com. Well, new court documents show a man suspected of shooting and killing his 11-year-old sister in Medical Lake Sunday is not likely to recover after trying to commit suicide. According to the affidavit, surveillance video captured Jordan Lynn Brownlow shooting Lily Stolworthy outside of his Mustang, then driving away. Once he got about 5 blocks away, he sent his roommate and some family members a group text that read, "I'm sorry, please forgive me." He was taken to a hospital after being found shot. According to court documents, Brownlow showed no brain activity and is not expected to survive his injuries. The court documents did not reveal a clear motive for the shooting. In a little over a month from now, Spokane Mayor-elect Lisa Brown will take office. She's only been in City Hall for about 3 days, but she's already hit the ground running, working on plans to address issues like homelessness and public safety. 2 days after Brown was announced as Spokane's new mayor, Police Chief Craig Meidl announced his resignation at the end of this year. Bronte Saratsky spoke with Brown and shares her plans once she's in office.
Lisa Brown has a lot of work ahead of her as she prepares to take office, like finding an interim police chief following Meidl's resignation. Before his resignation announcement, Brown says she was hoping to speak with Meidl before making any decisions. Now that they've spoken, she says she's looking for a chief that will continue to address Spokane's public safety concerns.
Even improving our response rates and our ability to respond to the community and neighborhoods when there are issues.
Brown will have a transition committee to help her fill that role, as well as others in her cabinet. She plans to announce that committee as soon as next week. In addition to finding a new police chief, Brown's administration will be tasked with addressing the city's rising housing costs and homeless population.
We're in the middle of winter, and so addressing the issue of the unhoused population and what's literally an issue of survival for people who are currently outside is going to be a big issue.
January's point-in-time count will help,
so that we have a baseline and know where we're starting from, and then looking forward to really coordinating among the providers to start to provide some coordinated solutions.
To build on those solutions, Brown says she hopes to develop a homeless outreach team using volunteers, nonprofits, and people with lived experience. Adding more affordable housing is also at the top of her list.
And to work with nonprofit and for-profit developers to expand our housing supply.
Brown says she's excited to officially enter her new role and says while not everyone voted for her, she's ready to serve the entire city. Reporting in Spokane, Bronte Saratsky, 4 News Now.
Well, we now know what caused this house fire in Spokane Valley near North Dick Road and Boone Avenue. Investigators believe a heat lamp being used for a chicken coop caught fire in the backyard. That fire then spread to nearby propane tanks and the house. The 3 children and 1 adult who were inside at the time got out safely. A dog was treated for smoke inhalation. All right, still ahead here on 4 News Now at 6, New York Representative George Santos could join the short list of lawmakers kicked out of Congress, why members of his own party say he needs to go.
What's being done about local car theft? Coming up on 4 News Now.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Saving you green.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account. I get paid every time I buy something. It's like a tip for me.
Wait, a tip for shopping?
Oh, yeah.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean...
Whoa.
Yeah, shopping's my superpower.
It's one big week for Gary. So who will get his final golden rose? Now, this week on GMA, the Golden Bachelor himself in an all-new interview. What will Gary say now? What will he reveal? Don't miss this on
Good Morning America.
This is how it feels to do more with less asthma, thanks to Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Imagine that. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic for asthma.
A brand new holiday musical with Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Carl Perkins, and Jerry Lee Lewis. $1 Million Quartet Christmas the Musical.
December 23rd at First Interstate Center for the Arts, BroadwaySpokane.com.
Next ET, the stars of 90210 then and now.
Do you get cool points from the kids? Mine don't care.
No.
They don't care?
Yours give you cool points?
Yeah.
Mine
No.
couldn't care less.
Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
It's that time of year again. The lights at Cowley Park are going to be lit up this holiday season, and we've got a lot of new stuff coming in. It's going to be a wonderful ground display. 4 News Now, the Extreme Team, Making Spirits Bright. Brought to you by Ace Hardware and Horizon Credit Union.
More breaking news that we just learned about a half hour ago. The alleged ringleader of a massive multi-state insurance fraud scheme that hit Spokane and Coeur d'Alene is now in custody. William Mize has been on the run since 2019. According to court documents, Mize participated in dozens of insurance fraud schemes dating back as far as 2013. U.S. Marshals arresting Mize today at a marina in Jacksonville, Florida. A judge today also signing off on an order to extradite Mize back to Eastern Washington. Well, today was the last full day for Mark Peterson and the Extreme Team to fill Cowley Park with hundreds of thousands of holiday lights in our annual Making Spirits Bright project ahead of tomorrow's big reveal. It's our way of spreading holiday cheer, not only to those who visit the park, but also for those families who are across the street inside of Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Let's check in with Mark once again and meet some of the amazing volunteers who make this possible.
One of the cool things about having a sponsor is that, well, that allows us to do a lot of cool stuff. What's best is when Horizon Credit Union supplies us with the volunteers. So what do? Every project, you put them to work.
Well, this is an important initiative, the Extreme Team for Horizon Credit Union. And, you know, we like to show up and support our community in unique ways. And I think decorating for our children's hospital, the park across the street, is one of those unique opportunities.
At the end of the day, you know, we're here, we all live here, we love this place, and this is a great opportunity to support children in our community that really face unimaginable things.
That was Jake from Horizon. Okay. They've been great. They're going to do those 3 trees. They're wrapping tree trunks. So we're laying out all of the lights so that they're all strung out. They'll be tested. And then we'll get those trunks lit up. It's going to make it absolutely beautiful. We do have quite a bit to do before the reveal. That's coming up Thursday. 4 News Now at 6. For 4 News Now's Extreme Team, I'm Mark Peterson, making spirits bright.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Can't wait for that. Here are 4 things to know about your weather. It's another night of freezing fog around the region, making our roadways slick. We have snow moving in late Thursday. Friday is a weather alert day for that snow and very slick roads. I'll let you know what to expect over the mountain passes with this event after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Spokane Tribe Casino.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CRV. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
When I was told I had a brain tumor, my life disappeared in a moment. I feared for my future, but even more, I feared for the ones I love. How would they move on without me? But when my doctor told me about the Gamma Knife of Spokane, everything changed. I can get my brain tumor treated in just 1 day and continue living the life I love. Because of Gamma Knife, I have hope.
Rocking around the Christmas tree that the Christmas spirit brings. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree that the Christmas.
Expect even more from KXLY Plus. Live updates from the 4 News Now team. Breaking news as it happens. Weather every 10 minutes. Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect on KXLY Plus.
All right, take a look at this photo of the North Cascades Highway from the Washington Department of Transportation. The DOT says it will be closing it down for the season tomorrow night at 6. And Chris, the DOT says they're closing it because of increased avalanche risk due to the rain-snow mix that we have on the way.
Yes, we are going to see some very heavy snow, followed by that rain-snow mix in the mountains, so that can be dangerous. Here's a look at some of the snowfall totals we're expecting for the passes. Snoqualmie up to 30 inches of snow Thursday through Sunday morning, 40 inches at Stevens Pass, up to a foot at 4th of July, and 18 inches at Lookout Pass. Speaking of Lookout Pass, in the next half hour, I'm going to be going over resort by resort, ski area by ski area, what you can expect from this snow event, because that is the next big thing on the way. Snow Thursday night into Saturday in the valleys, up to 6 inches in the metro area. We're talking some of the higher benches around Coeur d'Alene getting those higher totals. Heavy mountain snow and then a warming trend, that snow turning to rain on Sunday. Let's go over the timing starting off Thursday at 6 a.m. We'll see the clouds. It's going to be another gray day. By 6 p.m. we start to see a little bit of snow developing in the upslope regions and crossing the Cascades. The initial snow is going to be very light. Here's midnight, and that's setting up for your morning commute. It's just going to be a dusting, less than an inch to start their day on Friday. Then more moderate snow comes in, those darker blues in the afternoon. We get a little bit of a break after a white knuckle commute home, and then more wet weather coming in Friday night into Saturday, and that could be heavy at times. Here's a look at the forecast snowfall totals through Saturday evening, and heavier snow through North Idaho. Now, Spokane is going to be tricky because on Saturday we're going to be right on that rain-snow line where we may get a rain-snow mix or non-accumulating snow. Here's our snow level and how it's going to change over the next several days. Down around 600 feet tomorrow. Again, Spokane downtown about 1,900, top of the South Hill around 2,300. 800 feet on Friday, that's going to be snow. Saturday around 2,000 feet, so sort of right in between our lowest and highest, and then it is increasing 4,000 feet Sunday, and then the highest mountains by Monday. Tonight, patchy freezing fog is the concern. Overnight lows down in the teens and 20s. Cloudy tomorrow with snow coming in late, probably around midnight. High temperatures only in the 30s. Your 7-day forecast, it is going to be wet. Breezy on Saturday as our front moves in. Possibly some rain mixing in with the snow. A rain-snow mix on Sunday also. And then starting to just see plain old rain for the most part as we're Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think our accumulating snow will be over for the most part by Saturday morning. But we'll have to take this system by system. It is an active weather pattern that we have here, Derek.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Chris. Thank you so much. Don't forget, you can get updated weather forecasts outside of our newscast by downloading KXLY Plus for free on your connected TV. You can get a full forecast every 10 minutes. Well, that snow is good news for our local ski resorts that are still waiting for a few more inches before they can open. Right now, the only ones open are Silver Mountain and Schweitzer. 49 Degrees North is hoping to open this weekend, while Mount Spokane and Lookout Pass have not yet announced when they can start firing up those chairlifts. All right, you might remember the Kia Boys trend on social media. It was young thieves filming themselves hacking into certain years and models of cars to steal them. This week, Hyundai of Spokane is hosting a free event to help prevent those types of thefts. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez has the story.
Kias and Hyundais have been a primary target for thieves. In just a matter of seconds, these cars can be stolen using a simple USB cord. Now, Spokane law enforcement and Hyundai are teaming up to make sure you aren't a victim.
It's just been, crazy. I still have a lot of glass all over the interior of my car.
Valerie Scott had her Kia stolen in August. She says police were able to find it quickly, but it was destroyed.
It's just kind of been a whirlwind of situations, and it has a huge trickle-down effect that people don't understand.
According to the Spokane Police Department, theft for these cars peaked during the summer and slowed down when several arrests were made. However, it's still happening now.
I still have friends and people who own Hyundais and Kias that don't even know that this is happening, and it's still happening.
If you have a 2011 to 2022 Hyundai that uses a standard key, you can bring it into Hyundai of Spokane this weekend. Here, you can get a free software update that will help protect your car from theft.
Hyundai, myself, our staff are mega invested in ensuring that our customers, again, don't fall victim to this, so 100% free.
This Saturday and Sunday, no appointments are necessary. Updates should only take 30 minutes.
This is free, and I guarantee you it's going to be less time and less money than having your car stolen and having to get it repaired and deal with insurance companies.
If you have a Kia, you can contact Kia of Spokane for a similar service. To find out if your vehicle is affected, you can visit our website, KXLY.com, for more information. Reporting in Spokane, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
All right, still ahead, a bridge in northwest Spokane County that's been closed since 2019 is now open again. Why it took so long to replace it, coming up.
A new battery company is bringing hundreds of new jobs to Moses Lake. Coming up, why community members are excited about this new factory in town.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Shop local at the Tin Roof.
Frozen is Disney's latest hit Broadway musical. From the producer of The Lion King comes the show audiences and critics are melting for.
Coming to First Interstate Center for the Arts, July 24th to August 4th. Get tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged 5 weeks to absolute perfection. Oven-ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast. Reserve yours immediately, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this winter. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region. Only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Family, friends, and smiles as big as the wide-open vistas. Relax in a beautiful condo just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our new covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Your winter adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Spokane's grand holiday tradition lives at Christmas Tree Elegance in the Davenport Hotel and River Park Square. Fabulous packages raffled to support our symphony.
We want a tree. We want a tree, and so can you.
It's here once again. An adventure in Coeur d'Alene with family and friends. Trees will light up, snow will fall, while you're dining, shopping, and having a ball. Santa and STCU hit elves in secret spots, so keep an eye out and you could win lots. If you find our elf on a shelf while in downtown Coeur d'Alene, a fig pickle shopping spree, Seahawks tickets, or gift cards you could gain. Don't miss a chance to get a photo with Santa. Explore cdadowntown.com if you want to learn more.
At the Tin Roof.
Join us for jackpots, food, and fun at Mr. Quack Casino Hotel.
Well, more breaking news just into the newsroom. According to ABC News, former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger has died. He was one of the most influential and controversial foreign policymakers during post-World War America. His death was announced by his consulting company. Kissinger was 100 years old. Around the nation now, take a look at this security video of a clumsy thief inside a smoke shop in Maine. You can see him dropping cigarette cartons all over the place, almost slipping while going back to steal some more. Police say the alarm, their quick response, and the suspect's own lack of coordination limited the loss of product here. All right. New York Congressman George Santos' days could be numbered on Capitol Hill. The freshman lawmaker is facing a vote to expel him from the House after an ethics report accused him of stealing money from his campaign for personal use. ABC's Rachel Bade has the story.
For the first time in more than 20 years, Congress may be on the cusp of ousting one of their own. The House expected to vote Friday to expel Congressman George Santos. The New York Republican who represents parts of Long Island and Queens is accused of defrauding voters and fabricating much of his life story.
I don't care whether it's resignation or expulsion. He's got to go. He is not fit to serve in Congress. That much is clear.
Santos survived two previous efforts to boot him from office, namely due to the high threshold it takes to oust a lawmaker, 2/3 of the full House. But this time, Santos critics armed with a scathing new House Ethics Committee report. The findings suggesting that Santos used campaign money for personal expenses. Things like Botox, spending splurges at Atlantic City and in the Hamptons, designer clothes, rent, and even on the website OnlyFans, known for its adult content. Sources telling ABC News that Speaker Mike Johnson asked Santos to resign willingly. The Louisiana Republican expressing concern about ousting a member who hasn't been criminally convicted in a court of law.
I personally have real reservations about doing this. I'm concerned about a precedent that may be set for that.
Santos, however, refusing to resign and remaining defiant.
I'm not going to be bullied out of this job, out of the House, out of my seat. Now, if they want me out, vote me out.
If expelled, Santos will join a rather exclusive club of lawmakers who were forcefully removed by their colleagues. In all of American history, this has only happened 5 times. Rachel Bade, ABC News, Capitol Hill.
All right, still ahead, we'll take you inside the new 600,000 square foot battery plant in Moses Lake and tell you how many full-time jobs it's expected to create. And an explosion in front of a man's home in Pierce County, why investigators believe a tennis ball might have been involved, coming up on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Of course you like the only thing old about a woman that you can't see. Shut up! You like her because she's young. She looks good, tight-skinned. You can lie to her and she'd probably believe it more than an older woman would. You don't have to lie and say they have old songs. They don't have old songs!
Nikki Glazer, The Good Girl Tour, December 14th at Spokane Live at Spokane Tribe Casino. Tickets on sale now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Brought to you by Spokane Tribe Casino.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, the waiting is over.
We have new Hondas in stock and ready for delivery. Plus, they all come with a lifetime warranty.
Come check out the all-new Honda CR-V and Accord hybrids.
Or maybe you're wanting the new Honda Ridgeline or newly designed Honda Pilot.
Whether you want a new car, van, or SUV, we have them in stock.
Family owned and operated in beautiful Coeur d'Alene, Idaho for over 55 years.
And don't forget about our lifetime warranty.
Visit us at our website, cdahonda.com.
Andes Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Guarantees to keep your home safe and warm. Your comfort is Andes' priority. Get ready for the cold with a high-efficiency furnace from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andes offers a wide range of top-quality heating systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andes' team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can trust Andes to diagnose and fix any issue efficiently. Andes Heating, Cooling, Electrical. Your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
Helping the communities thrive aligns with BECU's core values. One event that I'm really proud of that we support is the Nonprofit Showcase.
You know, I think the coolest part of this event is the ability for the public to see so many different nonprofits in one spot. And then you get that chance to understand how you might be able to engage best with each of them.
I'm proud to say that they're going to be doing it again, and I want to encourage everybody to come out, learn a little bit what's going on in your community, and spend some time potentially volunteering and find something that you're passionate about.
Mystery of bottles washing up on shore. Next, Inside Edition, why people are terrified to open the bottles.
What I've always heard is do not open them up.
What's inside the bottles that's making him so afraid? Then, after the disruption at the Thanksgiving Day Parade, will the next target be the Christmas tree lighting? Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7. Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
All right, those of you who've been begging for some more snow, you'll finally get your wish, Chris, because of that snow Friday. We're calling it a weather alert day already.
Yes, and it is unfortunately going to impact both our morning and evening commute. Here is a look at our weather alert day for snow and slick roads, valleys and the mountains Friday through Saturday morning. Now, the mountain hazard will continue throughout the weekend, but right down in the valleys, it's mainly going to be Friday through Saturday morning, and then we'll start to warm up a little bit. Our forecast snow, I'm starting this off Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we may see a little bit of snow in North Idaho as early as late afternoon. More likely, it'll be coming in late Thursday night into early Friday morning, and this is how much snow we can expect by the Friday morning commute. In general, ½ inch, maybe a little bit less around the region. So it's not going to be a lot of snow, but on already a little bit slick roads from the freezing fog we've had, that could really make for a slick commute. By the evening commute, we'll see more snow developing around the region with the heavier totals in North Idaho, and then the snow will continue through there through a very snowy Saturday night. But tomorrow, that is our last mostly dry day. We'll have freezing fog to start start the day at 21 degrees. Likely won't get above freezing. A day very much like today with the gray skies. And we do still have our air stagnation advisory, so our air quality could get up into that unhealthy for sensitive groups range. For the most part, it's been either good to moderate. To have a few snowflakes by 7 o'clock. There's only a 20% chance by that early in the evening. It comes in later in the night. I will be back to let you know how much snow to expect at our area ski resorts and have some Wildlife Wednesday photos in just a few minutes. Derek?
Looking forward to it. Well, a new battery manufacturing company, Sila, is opening its doors in Moses Lake, bringing hundreds of new jobs to the community. Both state and local leaders got a sneak peek at the new plant. Peter Choi explains its potential economic impact in Moses Lake.
The 600,000 square foot space is a new home for Battery Materials Company. You can give you a little perspective here. You can fit about 10 football fields in this space, and community members are excited to have this factory in town, especially with the opportunity for new jobs.
1, 2, 3.
Announcing a new chapter of clean energy for next generations.
You know where the heart of the clean energy revolution is in the entire globe? It's in Moses Lake, Washington, right here today at Sila.
The majority of EV battery materials are from China right now. Sila's CEO says the goal is to create a domestic supply chain to make EVs more affordable in the U.S.
And so it's critical for us to have a domestic supply chain for batteries for a lot of reasons. And the right way to do that isn't to try to catch up with old technology. It's really to build the future technology here first.
The company expects to hire up to 500 full-time workers for the new facility. It's a chance to diversify a career path for local students.
We're trying to get all the way down in the middle schools, working with Career Connect and Apple STEM and things like that, really to expose these kids to what opportunities and their families to what opportunities, lie here in the future for them.
The state hopes to enhance national security with a new domestic system for battery materials and technologies.
Now, like 90% of the graphitic material comes from China. We want to have an independent source. This is about energy independence as well.
Construction for equipment installed inside and outside a building will continue. The plant is expected to open next year.
We're super excited to have him here. Been waiting for this day to kind of unveil it, and again, it's great news for us.
In Moses Lake, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
All right, pretty cool news from my hometown. President Biden was in Colorado today visiting the world's largest wind tower manufacturer. The president focusing on the impact of the Inflation Reduction Act and highlighting his renewable energy initiatives in a key district as the election season heats up. Take a look at your screen here. Over 18,000 fentanyl pills, a pound of meth, other narcotics, and cash were all seized in a suspected drug deal in the parking lot at Northern Quest Casino. Gaming agents were alerted to the potential drug deal and detained the suspects. Officers with Kalispell Tribal Police arrested and charged one person. Well, the new East Euclid Bridge in northwest Spokane County, north of Airway Heights, is now open. The original wooden bridge closed in 2019 because of critical structure failures. The county tells us one of the reasons it took so long to replace was because they needed to collaborate with BNSF on the design and set up a detour for the trains during construction. The project cost a total of $3.7 million. Around the Northwest now. What you just heard was a bomb lighting up one man's backyard in Pierce County. Investigators say that bomb was placed in the victim's truck. They also believe it was packed inside of a tennis ball. King 5's Lionel Donovan has the details.
A small neighborhood in Roy was rocked early Saturday morning. A bomb planted on the hood of a car in front of Daniel Kingshot's home. Kingshot says he, his wife, and family members visiting from the UK were awakened early Saturday morning at around 3:40 a.m. by an explosion.
Got up, checked the house, made sure everything was, safe in the house. A couple of the neighbors texted us to ask if we knew what it was, and nobody seemed to know what it was, and everybody was safe, and so everybody went back to bed.
A few hours later, Kingshot discovered one of his trucks was destroyed.
I had a look around and it, I wasn't sure if something had fallen on it. JBLM dropped something on it from a height, or I just wasn't sure what was going on.
He called Pierce County deputies to investigate, and when a deputy arrived, he noted the smell of gunpowder coming from the truck. and saw pieces of a tennis ball.
This person lives so far off the roadway that it seems like they almost were targeted on purpose. Normally we see that it's some sort of dispute, but I was just talking to somebody else, and honestly, we do see some wild things out in the county sometimes.
Kingshot says his family was shaken by what happened, but he enjoys the neighborhood and doesn't plan on going anywhere.
You know, I'm not going to run away from somebody who's going to do this to me. What's going to have to happen is I'm going to have to give myself the ability to defend myself from people like this, which is unfortunately something that a number of us in unincorporated Pierce County have to do.
Lionel Donovan, King 5 News.
Well, around the world now, according to the Red Cross, Hamas released a total of 16 hostages, one of them being an Israeli-American citizen. So far, dozens of Hamas-held hostages have been freed, mostly women and children. Scenes of joyful reunions held against a backdrop of rising fears for those still in Hamas control.
There's still many hostages that haven't been released and are not home with their loved ones.
Believed to still be held in Gaza are members of the Bibas family, which includes the youngest Israeli hostage, a 10-month-old boy, and his 4-year-old brother.
I don't even know if that family is even alive. I wake up, and that's when my nightmare starts.
The Israeli Defense Force is assessing Hamas claims made without evidence today that the mother and the 2 young sons were killed in an Israeli airstrike. The status of their father is unknown. This all happening on the last day of the ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. Qatari negotiators say they are optimistic another ceasefire is on the horizon.
Gonzaga basketball will be heading to one of the premier preseason tournaments next year. The latest on the stacked field and what it means for the Zags. Next in sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
We love our house, but lately we've been feeling a little cramped.
So we talked to ICCU about a new home loan. The process was super quick, and we got a really great rate.
We start house hunting tomorrow.
Preferably something with a bigger garage.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need.
I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it.
You deserve something better and better. We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance.
We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices. Nice.
That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance.
So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
Hello, I'm Diamond Dan Clark.
And I'm Jeweler Jane.
And we're from Clark's Diamond Jewelers in beautiful downtown Coeur d'Alene.
Our famous snow promotion is back for Christmas.
If it snows 4 inches or more in 24 hours on January 11th, 2024, all purchases made between November 21st and December 30th will be refunded in full. And that means all engagement rings, loose diamonds and gemstones, jewelry and gifts could all be free.
Shop Clark's Diamond Jewelers this Christmas and let it snow diamonds.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs. That was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
All right, welcome back to 4 News Now. Before you bring that fresh-cut Christmas tree into your house, check it for bug egg cases. For real. A video going viral shows what you don't want to see.
This is an egg case to a praying mantis.
There was all these little bugs everywhere. They were little baby praying mantises.
The egg cases are tricked into believing that they had already gone through winter because the warmer temperatures of the house, and they don't hatch right away. They develop over the course of a few weeks, and then surprise.
That's a big surprise. Experts say if you find an egg case, snip it off and leave it outside. The mantises should be harmless. And, you know, at that size, they're not going to cause too much. But you don't want hundreds of them in your house.
They're cute, though. I do enjoy, you know, it's not like it's spiders.
Yeah, not as cute as some of these animals you have here for Wildlife Wednesday.
Yes, that is true. Out where they belong, in the wild. Yes, Wildlife Wednesday photos, starting off with our friend Mark Vogt, who found this very relaxed buck resting after the rut. You can tell he's obviously spotted Mark, although I'm sure Mark was a great distance away with his powerful lens, but you could tell that these bucks are much more calm than they were a few weeks ago. Sherry Gwynn shared this photo from her field of an elk herd in Priest River, looking good. Looks like a couple of them are smooching there on the top right. It is eagle season at Lake Coeur d'Alene. Allie Ray shared this artful, frame-worthy photo of a bald eagle with a kokanee in its talons. And I love this one for a couple reasons from Courtney Litwin. First of all, she has named this 3-year-old juvenile bald eagle Ariel, and it has numerous photos. She is a favorite there at Higgins Point, but it also has the Lake Coeur d'Alene boats where you can go watch eagles in the background. And boy, if you don't know, you know, what you're doing, you're not a bird watcher or a photographer with a big lens, that is a good way to enjoy the eagles without disturbing them. There are some very strict rules about getting close to the eagles, and they're busy. They gotta eat that kokanee, so we definitely want to respect them as we enjoy watching them, or just go onto my Facebook page and look at the hundreds of pictures of them. Here's a look at what we are tracking. We've got light snow coming in Friday for both the morning and the evening commute. That snow is going to pick up in intensity into Saturday morning. Passes are going to be dangerous, and then there is a warming trend ahead of some rain coming in next week, so we're going to see more of a non-accumulating snow or rain snow mix by the time we're into Saturday afternoon. Now, what are we going to do with all that snow? Here's a look at the ski forecast Thursday through Saturday. Could see up to 20 inches at Lookout Pass and Silver, 2 feet possible at Schweitzer Mountain as well as Mount Spokane, and up to 20 inches at 49 degrees north. We've got Silver and Schweitzer with some runs open. Hopefully this will be enough to get the whole gang up and at 'em. Your forecast radar shows the clouds moving in as we get into Thursday. Here's 6 o'clock Thursday night. Then that light snow comes in Friday. We'll start to dry out by Friday morning, get a little bit of a break before more moderate snow comes in Friday afternoon. Another break Friday evening before the next round comes in Friday night. Again, by Saturday, you'll notice there's some pinks and greens showing up here. We may start to transition into more of a rain-snow mix in some of the valleys. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Friday's a weather alert day. A lot of wet weather coming, and we'll take it system by system for you on the 4 News Now First Alert weather app. Derek?
All right, Chris, thank you so much. In other parts of the country, snow has already closed schools and is causing major traffic accidents. ABC's Rena Roy has the story.
It's beginning to feel a lot like winter for millions of Americans. Frigid temperatures and snow blanketing parts of the east. ABC's Rob Marciano on the ground in upstate New York.
We got hit with another thumping of snow overnight, about 10 inches on top of what we saw yesterday, shrouding really much of Town Hall here in Pulaski and Richmond.
Lewis County between Watertown and Syracuse seeing 3.5 feet.
Ordinarily, you'd see traffic moving about 50, 60 miles an hour. People are going much slower than that. We've seen people fishtailing, going super slow.
Further west in Erie County, people shoveling out, roads covered in an icy mess. plows taking to the streets.
It was a little crazy. A foot of snow in the road for about 8 miles and slick when it was plowed.
You had to go slow.
Whiteout conditions at the Rochester Airport Tuesday, planes barely visible on the tarmac, some getting de-iced. In Ohio, multiple cars and tractor trailers getting into a crash on this highway outside of Cleveland. Officials say the wintry weather was to blame.
It's just a mess.
Meanwhile, people bundling up from Maine to Florida, with wind chills well below freezing in places like Raleigh and Nashville and as far south as Gainesville. And now another cross-country storm on the move, forecast to bring snow to the Rockies and potential tornadoes to the Gulf states. Thursday and Friday, that storm system is expected to move further east, bringing warmer temperatures and heavy rain here to the East Coast. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
All right, as we head to another break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Open enrollment is here. Visit the Washington Health Plan Tour December 1st at the Downtown Ag Parade from 5 until 8 p.m. Navigators are available to answer questions and to help you sign up for your new healthcare plan.
It's that time of year again. The lights at Cowley Park are going to be lit up this holiday season, and we've got a lot of new stuff coming in. It's going to be a wonderful ground display. 4 News Now, the Extreme Team, Making Spirits Bright. Brought to you by Ace Hardware and Horizon Credit Union.
Of course you like the only thing old about a woman that you can't see. Shut up! You like her because she's young. She looks good, tight-skinned. You can lie to her and she'd probably believe it more than an older woman would. You don't have to lie and say they have old songs. They don't have old songs!
Nikki Glazer, The Good Girl Tour, December 14th at Spokane Live at Spokane Tribe Casino. Tickets on sale now at SpokaneTribeCasino.com. Brought to you by Spokane Tribe Casino.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
As a family-owned company, Factory Rep Blinds really does care about each and every one of our customers and the experience that they have with us. Our company's founder, Gary, was a factory representative for 36 years. We bring all the samples to you because your home is really the best showroom. And we professionally measure and install the window treatments for you. That's why our customers tell their friends who tell their friends.
Call us or schedule your free consultation today at FactoryRepBlinds.com. Factory Rep Blind.
You didn't ask to get in a car wreck, but here you are, injured, out of work, and the insurance company wants to fight you on everything. You didn't pick this fight, but you can pick who finishes it.
Call 800-LAW-0842.
Only 2 quarterfinal games now remain.
Who is Monty Python?
What is the doctor game? That's not what it's called, Heather.
Operation. What is Operation?
What is Jenga?
That's correct. Or as Heather calls it, the blocks game.
Celebrity Jeopardy, new tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Open enrollment is here. Visit the Washington Health Plan Finder Tour December 3rd at the Spokane Valley Mall Food Court from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. Navigators are available to answer questions and to help you sign up for your new healthcare plan.
4 News Now is brought to you by Walker's Furniture.
Well, the basketball season just started, and Gonzaga fans already have something to look forward to in 2024. GU will be playing in the Battle for Atlantis tournament in the Bahamas. Sports director Julian Minenzone is in studio with the latest on this prestigious competition.
Well, Gonzaga spent Thanksgiving in Hawaii this year and then the Bahamas next year. But no doubt the Battle for Atlantis will be a business trip more than a vacation for the Bulldogs. 4 of the teams slated to play in the tournament are currently ranked in the top 25. Outside of Gonzaga, this includes former GU assistant Tommy Lloyd in Arizona, Creighton, and Oklahoma. Gonzaga has played in the tournament twice before, appearing in 2015 and 2019. This is the full field of teams. Now, the Battle for Atlantis tournament runs from November 27th to the 29th next year in the Bahamas, and this is the 13th year of the Battle for Atlantis. Gonzaga women's basketball has taken the floor against Eastern Washington. The Bulldogs and Eagles were supposed to match up last season, but that game was canceled due to health and safety protocols. We'll have highlights of this one tonight on Nightside. Washington State football fell short of a bowl game this year, but there is still a chance a Cougar could take home some hardware. Quarterback Cameron Ward is a semifinalist for the Campbell Award. Now, the Campbell Award is given to the best offensive player in all of college football who has a Texas connection. Ward is from West Columbia, Texas, which is just outside of Houston. Ward led the Pac-12 with 323 completions this season. He was also top 10 in the country in passing yards and total yards. There has been a lot of speculation surrounding Ward and his future with WSU. He reportedly has a number of substantial offers from other schools. The transfer portal opens December 4th, so we will be watching that closely. December is also when the 5 finalists for the Campbell Award will be announced. Washington State women's hoops takes the court against Texas A&M Commerce tonight. They have returned from going 2-1 at the Cancun Challenge in Mexico, but that one loss really stung the Cougs. Now, Washington State was undefeated until they ran into Green Bay in the finale. It was WSU's first loss of the season, and WSU will look to avoid a second straight upset tonight. Tip-off is at 7 o'clock from Beasley Coliseum. We will also have highlights of this one tonight for you on Nightside. Lots of basketball. That'll wrap us up for sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. The big beefy boy that started it all. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
This may look like a holiday shopping showdown, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Good thing my Rogue has intelligent all-wheel drive.
So does my Altima.
Get 2.9% financing for 60 months on Rogue, plus get up to $1,000 holiday bonus cash on popular models. Better hurry. These offers won't be back in stock.
Attention RV shoppers! R&R RV in Liberty Lake has just lowered prices on every motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. Last year's models are slashed to the lowest clearance prices you will ever find. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on Montana, Rockwood, Cougar, Winnebago, and more. Don't delay! R&R RV's fall clearance sale is on now. Quit dreaming, just do it. Hurry to R&R RV to claim your new RV and save thousands. Visit R&R RV in Liberty Lake, I-90 exit 296, or shop now at rnrrv.com.
You didn't ask to get in a car wreck. And you definitely didn't ask to get in a fight. But here you are, injured, out of work, and the bills are piling up. And the insurance company wants to fight you on everything. They fight you on the doctor bills. They fight you on the repair bills. They even blame you for the wreck. You didn't pick this fight. But you can pick who finishes it.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
However you do the holidays, do it together in the Chevy that's right for you. The strong and capable Chevy Silverado, the award-winning Chevy Equinox, or the all-new Chevy Trax. This holiday season, do more together in a new Chevy.
Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or use your red tag bonus cash to get $5,250 total cash allowance on this Silverado.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. A classic, a favorite, an Arby's legend. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Consumer alert tonight. The FDA warns about recalled fruit linked to a deadly listeria outbreak. Peaches, plums, and nectarines from HMC Farms were sold to major retailers, including Walmart, across the country between May 1st and November 15th of last year, and those same dates again this year. The agency warns the fruit also went to companies that may have frozen or relabeled it. Consumers are told to throw out all of those types of frozen fruit. The CDC says at least 11 cases of listeria have been reported, and 1 person has actually died. Any fruit currently on store shelves is not affected by the recall.
Tomorrow, it is going to be freezing fog, a gray day. The snow comes in tomorrow night. It'll be light for Friday, a little heavier by Saturday morning.
I don't know if we're quite acclimated to this cooler temperatures just yet.
It always comes regardless.
Right. We'll see you for Nightside.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.